Welcome back, everyone, to Quest for Quet. We are here raising money for Trainer Anade to train and raise their next service animal, Quetzalcoatl. We are ready for our next run, so I hope y'all are ready for a head-to-head showdown in Avowed any percent as MikeWave and Eric race through the spell-slinging, sword-swinging RPG at breakneck speed, pushing skips, strats, and each other to the limit. Let the race begin.
Or I guess we're introducing ourselves now. Hi, my name is Mike. I stream under MikeWave on twitch.tv. And yeah, we're doing some Avowed if my competitor here wants to introduce himself.
I'm Eric. I stream on EricGeo8 on Twitch, and I'm really excited for this race. This category has changed a bunch recently, so it's going to be an interesting race to see.
We're talking like it changed this week, recently, yeah. But I believe we have an incentive that we need to meet before the run begins, and that is what we're going to name our character, our envoy.
The winner for the envoy with $20 is Barry B. Benson.
Nice.
So BARRY space BEE space BENSON. And the first person to send me the B movie script in a donation is going to get a kick to the face.
Okay. All right, well, I'm locked in. Is Eric, are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, so I guess we can go ahead and just count it on go. We're going to choose confirm, and after that, we're going to skip a cutscene, and that is, we'll just go ahead and time it on confirm, though. We're going to get a pop-up here, and then we'll just go ahead and choose yes on go. So 3, are you ready, Eric?
Yeah.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, man, good luck.
Yeah, good luck. All right, so we don't have any commentators with us here today, so it's just going to be me and Eric filling in the sound waves over here. And we're going to start here on the beach. We're on the tutorial. We're here with our buddy Garrick. And this is obviously the part of the game where we're introduced to the basic mechanics. And right now you're going to see a lot of us, a lot of what we're doing here is slide hopping. This is going to be our main form of movement tech for a lot of the game. It's the fastest way to get around, at least for a while. You'll see it's going to change up drastically throughout the game, though. And also, funny thing about this game, it's very easy to go out of bounds, and that's because the mantling system in this game is very, very generous. If you have played Doom 2016, it is a very, very similar mantling system, except it's in Oblivion or Skyrim or some Elder Scrolls game like that. And we're already out of bounds, and we're going to go ahead and just basically make our way to the end of the tutorial here. That's a pretty tricky movement here, though. I think both me and Eric are super scared, by the way. We'll fall off here.
The out of bounds sequence is pretty tight in tutorial and just early game as well. There's lots of difficult movement sections, so hopefully we stay on pace here at the beginning with each other.
Yeah, this is gonna I'm very interested to see what your reaction to water is, though. Once we're out of the tutorial, we'll go ahead and talk about that in just a moment. And I think both of us are getting here to the end of the tutorial. Yeah. As you saw, we basically just went out of bounds and went in a straight line towards the end. We're gonna talk to our buddy Garrick, and we're on a ship out of here. So on this next screen, we're going to be on the first zone, which is Dawnshore. This game is basically structured after the tutorial to basically be, I guess you could say 5, maybe 6 zones, technically 6, I guess, zones that we have to get through. And this first zone is definitely one of the longer ones, definitely just because we don't really have that much yet. We are playing on a new game. This game does not actually have New Game Plus yet. We're going to stop at this merchant real quick. I got 2 waters. Let's go.
I got 2 water.
Oh, that's awesome.
We both got the worst RNG roll.
That is so awesome. Okay. So, yeah, that lady right there, that vendor, basically every vendor in this game can have just a random number of stock in their inventory and what they can sell you. So water, which we bought from that lady right there, that is one of the best consumables in the game. It's going to give us 25% movement speed for 5 minutes, which is an eternity, and it lasts through load screens. It's incredible, honestly. I think all right, I didn't get water. I was kind of
so I may have fumbled the ball a bit. I accidentally drank both of my 2 water I have.
Oh no.
So that's gonna be tricky. I do believe I have some backups I can grab. So this we'll see how I adapt to this.
About ready to see my favorite NPC that we don't go to anymore. And we're going to go ahead and stop in this cave here real quick. I messed up. All right, there we go. We got the wind and wave shield inside that cave. I made a joke during my GDQ run of this that it's basically the grass crest shield of this game, because it basically is. But instead, what it does in this game is just give us 10% movement speed by just having it out. So it's amazing. We just get it right off the bat. A lot of the early game, like the first half of the route specifically, just revolves around us like picking up more and more like movement speed buffs. So that's just like the easiest way to save time in this game, honestly. And we're basically making our way up now to the first boss, the only boss that we're going to be fighting in this category, honestly. Oh, did you have something to say? I'm sorry.
No, but we are going to be grabbing Magran's Blessing here, which is a consumable that makes us get plus 20% damage on all of our attacks, I believe.
Yep.
And coming up is the bear, our first fight. We're going to be going to the upgrade menu and changing our stats. And doing a couple upgrades. We're going to do 6 attack and 5 dexterity. Upgrade charge and our Kai's ability. We're going to give him fire and ice. And we're going to try and stun lock this bear so he never roars on us.
Ooh. I made a mistake. I picked up the shield so I get the long yapping line.
That's a thing? Yeah. I did not know that shield did that.
I actually found out recently that's what causes it for this NPC. But yeah, this here is the ambassador. We are an envoy from, like, I guess we can like do the lore dump at this point. We are an envoy from Adir, which is like an empire that kind of wants to colonize this region that we're in right here. That's like an island, basically called the Living Lands. And he's basically our political ally that we need to go rescue. He was being terrorized by that bear. And we're out of here now. And I did a skip there just so we can get back to the main area, just because we have a fast travel restriction while we're inside that bear den that we need to get rid of as quickly as possible. And now we're going to be making our way to Paradise. Now that we rescued the ambassador, we can go ahead and resume basically the rest of the main quest for this region, which is Dawnshore again. And we're going to be doing a skip here, actually, a pretty big one. We call Assassination Skip, where it's supposed to happen when you go inside the capital, which is Paradise, is your character gets shot by an arrow and just literally dies. That is a thing that happens in this game, and you can actually skip it, which is what we're going to be trying to do here. Nice.
We're going to climb all the way to the top of this tower here. We're also going to switch to our axe so we can do a heavy attack. When you do a heavy attack on like a sloped corner, kind of just sends you up, as you can see, just like that. We can ascend this tower here. And then we're going to make a big leap of faith down into the city. But right before we die to fall damage, we're actually going to mantle a ledge.
It's such a scary jump, by the way, if you have not like seen this run before. But we've done it enough times at this point that like whenever like we slide hop off that that piece of impossible like or invisible geometry, we're like basically okay, because we basically know the distance at this point from having it reset there so much. And now we're going to be, after we go back in bounds, we went ahead and talked to this NPC, this nurse NPC, and she's going to be like, oh my God, you died. You literally died, which like definitely happened, you know. And that's basically going to basically hit a check that we need the game to recognize, which is like, yeah, we died. We definitely died. We did that thing. But we didn't really. And now we're going to go ahead and just resume the rest of the main quest. First thing first that we're going to do here in North Paradise, because we both got 2 waters, we need to go ahead and pick up some extra water here. Ideally, you want to get 4 waters from that first vendor. That's like the most optimal, which is like the max you can get from her. Oh yeah, I need to go up here. I literally just taught Eric this, by the way. This,
yeah, luckily he did. I think I remember where it was, right here.
Yeah.
Oh wait, it was 1 forward.
Oh no!
Okay. I love that to be fair, I'm not used to grabbing that water either. Hydrated.
Yeah, it is very important actually in this game to stay hydrated. All right, now we have a very scary jump coming up here. This is the estate skip. Eric found this, by the way, like a week ago or so ago. All right, I got it first try.
Nice, dude.
We were joking also that this is going to be a big equalizer point right here.
No, I missed first try.
So that jump is really, really tricky, actually, like really hard. It does save 10 seconds compared to the strat we were doing before, which involved us having to go around for the rooftops and stuff. But it is really hard. Like you need a pretty good setup to work for it to work, basically.
Now, I may have found the skip, but I do not have a setup for it. That's good. I am struggling here with this. It's quite unfortunate. Like, this is like my one biggest regret of finding is this skip right here.
It's always a thing whenever you find like a big new thing in a run and you have to worry about it, like going like, is this gonna ruin the run? You know, will it? Who knows?
It's ruining my run right now. Come on, man, give me this skip. I might have to go around here.
But yeah, over on my end, we're going up to the Watcher right now, which is the next beat we need to hit in the main quest. The next NPC we need to talk to. She's basically like an in-universe medium who we talk to, who explains what happened to us as we died. Ooh, I almost fell off here. Okay, that was very close. All right, cool. And here she is. We went ahead and did this tech. We haven't really even talked about it yet, called dodge boosting. It's a piece of tech that you can do when you're up against like a sloped piece of geometry. And if you're kind of facing at the correct angle, and then you side dodge into it, while like scrolling to jump and then letting go of the directional key, it'll cause your character to like just go really high up, basically. It's only really useful in the early game. You're gonna kind of see us stop doing it like very soon, and that's because there is another big piece of tech that got found legit a few months ago that completely changed the identity of this game, of this run, I should say.
Unfortunately, there I had to do a backup. I could not get the skip to work, so we did take the long way around, but we're still in it. Lots of fights coming up ahead that can lose or gain a lot of time.
Yeah, this is a game where you could very randomly just like lose 30 seconds. You know, it's just a thing that could happen, or you could die. There's a lot of things that could happen, especially towards the second half of the run. But yeah, I went ahead and went back and talked to the ambassador. And what we're going to be doing now is, after talking to the ambassador, he's going to basically tell us to go deal with the assassins who tried to kill us, which we're going to do by going to the Cistern, which is the first dungeon in Dawnshore. It is like this underground part of this church that the assassins, the rebels, the Paradisian rebels, are hiding out in. And I'm kind of playing this fast and loose over here. I'm not even making any saves, so hopefully this goes well, because I'm going to lose a bit of time. Okay. And now we're getting to a thing that I found. I think we have to do a big shout out, by the way, to Mr. On the Other Auto, a beloved part of our community. He found so many things in this game that completely changed it. This is a thing that was found through a combination of me and his efforts, which is what we call Marius skip, effectively, where we kind of deal with this assassin, this boss, his name is Jägwolf, by not getting Marius, who is the next companion we were supposed to be getting. Instead of getting Marius, we go into his room, into Jägwolf's room, because we got the key early by doing that estate skip. And by doing that, we started the fight, and then I charged in that very brief moment that we had as the door was closing to get out of the room. And that basically allowed me to leave the dungeon before I even finished the fight. But because I left the dungeon, the game is going to think that we killed him. So that effectively lets us skip Marius, which is like another big time save that was found like in the last month or so of this game. This game's history, I should say. Just so much stuff has happened. Like it's really hard to even go through everything that has happened.
Were you able to get it first try?
Yeah, I got it first try.
Nice, dude. Nice. You're on a really good pace right now.
Yeah, besides the 2 water, like this is a pretty solid run, honestly, on my end. But yeah, now on my end, we're going to be making our way to Emerald Stair, which is the next main area. I'm looking over at your screen to see where. All right,
just
Eric
entering
is doing Cistern right now. Yeah,
I do a little bit of a different route than Mike. My route is very risky here for the start. I have to be very quick here. Hop on top of this torch. Oh, I missed it. So I get it this time. Got the mantle. Hopefully I don't get detected here. Very scary. They are alerted, but will they detect me? It's like we're good. So now we can attempt the fight skip on my end. Hopefully we get a first try. I cannot 180 in this game. It's so difficult.
Yeah, it's really hard to. I don't know if this game has mouse excel really or anything like that.
No.
Ooh, it's really precise too because of charge hitbox, that's an ability we haven't really talked about yet. But charge, which is one of the first abilities we got before we fought the bear, is like one of the best abilities in the entire game. It's an incredible mobility ability. I didn't even realize till now that rhymed, but yeah, no, like charging in this game is amazing. It basically gives us a ton of like horizontal mobility. It's at 60 meters per second. Just like for a frame of reference, the max movement speed in this game is 14.4, so like 60 is incredible, like really, really strong, and you can use it midair. It's amazing, and I went ahead and upgraded it to level 2, which is going to go ahead and basically give us like double the distance that we would normally get. It's incredible. It's going to be used basically in every skip going forward. And
when we were in Dawntra, we also upgraded Shadow. Shadow has no use to us right now, but later on, when we upgrade it to level 2, it's going to become extremely powerful because it gives us a buff in movement speed.
Yeah, Shadow, very good. It basically does a gradual essence. Essence is like the mana up system in this game. It does a very gradual drain on your essence. And in exchange, you're basically invisible to every enemy, which is incredible for just staying out of combat. But yeah, like Eric said, we'll talk about the upgrade when we get there, because once it gets upgraded, it is even stronger somehow. And I'm in Fjord now. We just got to Giada, who is like an NPC. We're going to recruit very shortly. Right now, we only have Kai. A thing we haven't really talked about yet, by skipping Marius, we have effectively bugged the game state into making it so that we can only have one companion out at a time now. For whatever reason, you have to get Marius for the game to go, okay, now you have party selection, which I still don't know why that's even a thing. Really, it's very, very weird. So we're basically only going to be having one companion out at a time for the rest of the run. And as it is right now, the only two who we are going to get are Kai, who we get automatically, and Giada very, very soon. And we'll talk about Giada in a little bit.
Speaking of character selection, I have an announcement whenever there's a good chance. Yeah. We have opened up a new bid war to choose the character for Katamari Damacy reroll. There are 5 options here. You can choose Ichigo, Johnson, Miso, Nickel, or Odeko. And if there's ever a long moment, I would love to take a chance to try to describe what these characters look like. These will have no effect on the game. They are just purely cosmetic, but they sure are funny looking. And you can help us choose the funniest looking one.
Honestly, you could probably do the spiel right now if you wanted to. I'm at a big whole W section right here, so there's not a whole lot going on. Now. Yeah.
All right, so Ichigo looks like your typical Katamari character, wearing a nice little red outfit with some white raindrops on it. Johnson has an extremely long face, and I don't mean long as an up and down, I mean long as an out. I don't know how to describe it other than like he looks like a gun. Miso looks like a little chef, and that's so cute. I love that. Nickel looks like a little robot, and Odeko, which I just recently learned means forehead in Japanese, has a giant forehead. So the name fits. Personally, I love Johnson. I really want Johnson to win this one. So if you put your donations towards Johnson, I will love you forever.
All right, yeah. So now I'm currently making my way right now to the Delumgon Queen. So this is there's a very big part of a quest chain, like a very big quest chain that we have to do before Giada joins our party. This is like probably the most time-consuming part of the run. Like the main game, like still left, honestly. Like so much has been routed out. I just died, so you just got a big. Oh, no, I just died jumping during the middle of the run, so I lost a lot of time. Wow. Okay. Just like that, we basically have a race again. That's amazing.
Wait, was that going into the blade?
Silly. Yeah, I died falling. That was me being silly. I should have made a save before we got to that part, because that's a very, very scary jump that we do there. That's okay.
Throw me a bone. Thank you.
No, there's going to be a lot of opportunities for things to switch up a lot once we get to the second half of the run. The second half of the run is where the run becomes like very, very difficult now, I would say, like in terms of like technical ability, execution, all that. It is really, really rough towards the second half.
Yeah, once we get the book in our hands, like it's anyone's game.
Yeah,
like the book can make or break your run.
Yeah. But there's this big quest chain that we have to do for Giada, who is the next party member we're supposed to get. And we need to go and basically help out 3 NPCs. And this one guy, Mondo, he wants an Adragon heart. I think it's Mondo. It's Monto, like with
Mondo
T.
Pastor.
Yeah. He wants us to go get an Adragon heart. And this is the main thing that takes up a lot of time because we basically have to run to the very far west end of the map to talk to the Delamgon Queen. And that is the primary reason that we also went ahead and picked up. I'm going to go ahead and make sure I don't die here real quick. I did not die this time. Let's go. Nice. Okay. All right. So what I'm doing right now, I'm running over to the Glade. And the reason that we got Shadow so early when we got charged 2 is because it's going to let us stay hidden here while we pass these enemies, basically so that we stay out of combat. That is very, very crucial that we stay out of combat for this portion right here, because these enemies right here, if any of them aggro us, the Delamgon Queen is just going to attack us, and we're gonna have to pass a speech check basically to pacify her, which obviously takes up a lot of time. And me and Eric are also doing different routes here because it kind of doesn't matter like which way you go first here.
It's really a runner's preference.
Yeah.
Like currently I'm doing the Glade, and that is the last of my 3 Animancers quests.
Yeah, and right now I'm going to be moving on to the farm, which like there's like 2 of the 3 NPCs that we need to talk to are both here, thankfully, like right next to each other.
As I make my way to the Glade, I'm also picking up this fast travel beacon that we'll be using later on in the run to get to the main dungeon of this area. Got that.
Yeah, and here at the farm, we went ahead and did this strat here that I think you came up with, right, Eric? Where you jump up to that post over there and you basically throw grenades at, I think Silvio is his name, the Revenant in the barn. Yeah. Because, yeah, we used to go all the way around over there, and then Mr. Eric just found out, oh, yeah, we could just, like, hit him with nades from over there, from up top, and that's way faster.
All right, successfully did my jump into the Glade. Did not die to fall damage, thankfully.
Yeah, that jump is a menace. I'll just say it right here.
It's, like, particularly bad because you can't really quick save since you're considered
you're stuck in combat. Yeah. While you're in combat in this game, you basically like can't do anything. Like you can't really interact with anything. You can't. It kind of depends. I found it's kind of jank. Like sometimes you like can't even go through doors and stuff. It's really, really crazy. But yeah, I'm here back in Fjord. This is Fjord 2. We're gonna go back and we're gonna go give Monto his Adragon heart, and that's gonna go ahead and satisfy him. We talked to the other NPCs already, and now we're gonna go ahead and talk to Giada, and she's gonna go, okay, thanks for doing all that for me. And now she gives us one final task, which is going into her basement to go get... I'll be honest, I always forget what this thing she asks you to get is. It's like a wand.
Phantasmal focus. That's
the Phantasmal focus. Yeah. All right, you know one lore thing that I don't. That's awesome.
Damn right. But yeah, there we go.
Yeah, she wants us to get this Phantasmal focus. Her parents turned into tree people when she was very young, so it traumatized her. That's basically the gist of it. And now that we did all that, she went ahead and finally joined our party. So I did one final menu there before leaving. I went ahead and got Shadow 2. So Shadow 2, on top of making us cloaked now, is going to make us also faster. It just gives a passive speed buff, which is amazing. It's so good because again, a lot of the time saving this run just comes up from accruing more and more like speed buffs and stuff. So having an extra speed buff in Shadow 2 is amazing. And we also got Giada, and Giada is by far like the best companion you can get in this game. Even if you're playing casually, she's insanely broken. And she's going to have an ability that we particularly want, which is acceleration, which it makes us, is it like 50% faster or something? I forgot what the exact number is.
It's the largest speed buff in the game. I think it's 33.3, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, it's really big though. Like that's all you need to know. It's game changing. It's huge. And we went ahead and upgraded it also so that we also have an extended buff on it. So we have 35 seconds instead of 25, and an additional ability called Time Shift, which makes it so that when it is active, it is basically going to slash any cooldown that we use in half, basically, which is amazing. Really, really, really strong.
And with this book we just picked up here on our way to this fast travel beacon, we're going to be using a lot of spells, so we really need that cooldown reduction to come in. Play later on.
Especially for like some of the fights coming up, we're like, we really need to use like a lot of spells back to back to back. So having that cooldown reduction makes a world of difference effectively. That is like a big thing where we changed a lot of the routing, because we used to get the Giada bubble to survive some fast falls or hard falls, I want to say. And I guess we just decided it's better to just get good instead and just like learn to not die, you know?
Yeah.
And now we're in Naku to deck. This is the dungeon here in Emerald Stair that we need to do with Giada. And we're going to immediately be doing now a big piece of tech. This is the tech we were alluding to called bolt boosting. So I'm going to go ahead and do it right here. Very nice. Okay, so what I'm doing effectively there is, if I can go out of bounds here. Okay, thank you. What we're doing right there is we're shooting a bolt at the floor. And when we shoot it at the floor and then jump on it at the right time, it will just launch us up. It is an amazing piece of tech. Completely broke this game in half. And as you're going to see later, we found additional stuff for it also. It's even stronger now than we initially thought it was. Okay. All right, I had a pretty good fight. There we go. All right, so we basically did a huge skip there by going out of bounds and like just skipping all the way to the bottom floor of the dungeon. And that is just so we can go ahead and clear out this room of enemies. And that is basically going to... Oh, I accidentally had her yap extra right there.
I had maybe the worst fight RNG ever. Oh my goodness, no one died.
You're gonna see, even though like Bolt, we also use it as a damaging ability because it is a really, really good damage ability. It basically acts like a pinball that bounces around between enemies and does a ton of damage. Very good for just clearing out like a huge pack of enemies, essentially. And the main hindrance with it, though, is that it could be very random. It could just sometimes just fly into the sky and not kill anything. That is the thing that could just happen with it. Even though it is very strong, it's just, it has that big drawback to it. Okay, and now we're gonna...
So we currently have a fast travel restriction on us in Emerald Stairs, but this fast travel restriction only exists like within a certain Y coordinate. So what that means is if we can get high enough, we can have access to fast travel again. So we're gonna be using bolt boosts here to climb on top of Naku Tadek.
Yeah.
Make our way past this restriction and go straight to the abandoned farms, which is our next area we need to go to.
Yeah, we just need to go talk to these NPCs. Fjord, which is that town we were in, is being burned down now by the Steel Garou, who are basically the bad guys of the game. So we need to go hang out with them for a little bit, and then once we do, that'll basically allow us to leave the zone and go to Scattersharp, which is the next zone in the game. And we should probably talk about it right now, because it is going to be very relevant soon. There's an additional type of bolt boost that you can get that we have been calling in the community a Giga Boost, which is it's like a regular bolt boost, but it sends you up like 5 times the height. It is incredible when it does happen. Most of the time, there are some skips where you can just save up, like straight up, like save. I want to say like 5 to 10 seconds sometimes.
Yeah, it gets ridiculous.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you agree with me, but Giga Boosting feels kind of random. Like I cannot find a consistent setup.
It's just the tech itself is just so finicky and could just change on a dime depending on like what part of the bolt hitbox that you're hitting and all that. So yeah, not very consistent, unfortunately. And we're gonna go ahead and make our way now to Scattersharp. So this is where our routes are going to diverge a little bit too. I think Eric here is going to be trying a bit more of a risky route here.
No, I am not pulling that out right now. Oh yeah,
I just made a huge mistake. Okay,
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go for a bolt boost at the start here to get out of bounds instantly.
Oh wow, I just messed up the boost too. Okay, so you're ahead now. Unless
I got that.
Unless
I can't believe I got that. So I'm out of bounds earlier right now, and I'm making my way towards Naku Tadek. I am going to be using another bolt here to try and fly across this flat ground. We missed it, unfortunately, so we are going to be just running all the way to the end. But yeah, these horizontal bolt boosts are extremely difficult to go for. Go for another one here. We got it, kind of. I'm going to switch to third person and start bunny hopping, so I can maintain a little bit better speed going through this area.
Yeah, I'm not even going to go for that one. I'm going to like try and maintain my my buff here. Even though I probably could have gone for that. I'm going to try to maintain my buff here mostly so I can get the charge over here.
I got to wait for charge to refresh because I missed the one bolt boost and my timing's off. Okay. Now
wow, this is like neck and neck right now. Wow. That's going to I have a feeling this is going to change in just a moment though, because we're getting to a very big skip. So yeah. What we're doing right now is we basically went through the back of the main dungeon of this zone, Scattersharp, like right out the bat, because this part of the dungeon is just it's technically connected to the rest of the overworld. but it wasn't intended to be reached by the player. But of course, you know, we have a lot of methods of going out of bounds, so that doesn't really stop us. And now we're gonna have to do a very big skip here.
Yeah, we're going to be talking to Sapdoll by jumping all the way down to this dungeon and mantling at the last second on some invisible geometry. And that's going to let us just skip the entire dungeon, essentially.
Ooh, okay. I messed up. I should have gone for the backup, honestly. Okay, I'm going to have to go for backup.
Only go for backup because I never get Giga Boost. I'm also going to toggle my FPS down there while I do that 60 units per second
I don't have that set up yet.
To skip that cutscene right there. Ode of Kubel, back into the overworld. I should mention, because I drank 2 waters earlier, I'm kind of running through Shatterscarp without water right now. So we are going very slow in our movement speed.
Okay, I got a Giga Boost there. All right.
Can I make this dash?
I thought I was in big trouble, but I think we're okay now.
Ooh, I just made that dash across the gap. That was very scary.
Yeah, that's a strat I just came up with recently. But yeah, basically we need to go talk to Ludwin, who is the leader of the Steel Garou and the main bad guy of the game, and Ringrim, who is this mage we were supposed to have talked to lower the barrier to get inside the dungeon. We just never did any of that, obviously, so we're doing some big sequence breaks here. And I'm going to go ahead and do this dash across the top here.
So because of the choices we made in the dialogue with Sapdoll and Ludwin, we do get this new ability, which gives us max movement speed when we equip it, and which is 14.4 meters per second. So we're going to be using that for traversal across Shatterscarp. I always get that name of this place wrong.
Yeah.
So the next place we have to go to is Thirdborn. Now, Thirdborn is one of the most random fights in the entire run. So this can really go
It's by far the most random part of the run at this point.
Anyone can take the lead here. It's kind of tough.
Yeah. You can just randomly lose like 20 seconds here, and it's just like because your bolt just kept flying to the sky, effectively.
I'm gonna jump off this cliff, drink a mana potion, mantle this rock right before I hit the ground so I don't die. And I also have to do my upgrades at some point. I kind of forgot to do that, so I'm going to do it as soon as I get to Thirdborn. I'm gonna go for another bolt boost here, super risky. Let's see if we get it. Nice. Not the kind of movement speed I wanted. So we are just going to cast Shadow and run the rest of the way to Thirdborn. I'm going to do some upgrades though. I'm going to get Book level 2, Jolting Touch level 2, and Returning Storm level 1. And then right before I enter the Thirdborn fight, I will be casting Giada buff for the cooldown reduction. Giada's trolling me right now, and she's not casting the buff.
Oh no, you got that meme.
I gotta wait. She's not casting.
That's a meme I found out that can happen where like Giada just it perma AFKs, or not perma, but she just like takes a while to do anything. She
casted it after I used all my spells.
She doesn't feel like it right now.
God. This is not cool, Giada. Okay. Hopefully this next... Oh, I had a really good bolt, though. It kind of got an entire extra wave of enemies for me.
Maybe? Oh.
I just kind of got rid of that bolt. That was a mistake. The last guy for me. Hopefully he dies quickly.
Nice. I got a pretty good fight. Okay. I got carried by really good RNG. My second bolt was ridiculous. Okay.
Not the best fight on
We're basically, I think we're like neck and neck now again. That's
I have
crazy.
to grab water here though.
Oh yeah.
Just gonna grab that water. I should be good for the rest of the run.
I just got trolled by Tamirki.
Also grab a water.
I hope you...
That's how you go fast. Can't do my mapping. Where am I going? There we go.
All right, so now we're going to be making our way to well, I don't want to say second to last. It's like one of the last zones in the game, which is Gallenwain's Tusks. And this is another zone that has undergone massive changes. And that's because of Mr. Eric here, who found one of the biggest skips, I think, in this game's history. If you want to talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, so normally when we enter Gallenwain's Tusks, we have to first go to the main city, and then from the city we go to the mountain to defeat Ludwin or join her side, whichever decision we decide to take. Then we go back to the city, through the lava tubes, and then from there we meet Kostya, who lets us go to the garden finally. But we're going to skip all that and try to go straight to the garden. I'm going to be doing a bolt boost here, which I got it perfect. to help me with the traversal across.
I got it too, but mine was kind of slow.
Nice. Oh, my frames dropped and killed my speed.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
That's unlucky. Okay. So I'm just going to be walking the rest of the way. I'm going to pop my Giada buff here and go for another risky boost here. I'm going to thread the needle over this ledge. And we're going to go to these doors here, which take us to the entrance to the lava tubes, but they're shut. But right where the two doors meet, there's actually a little sliver that we can get our cursor through and fast travel to the end of the tubes. Right, not too bad. Made it through Galawain's tusks. And right in this crack in the door, we can interact with that. Now we're in the lava tubes, but we're going to be stuck in the lava tubes here. We actually can't open the next door we need to, so we're going to turn around and do a bolt boost to climb up here. Do a melee attack to fast fall. And then talk to Kostya, who is normally the last person you talk to inside of Galawain's tusks. But because we sequence broke and we're talking to him now, we can go straight to the garden.
Yeah, I have no idea why that NPC is even there. Why you can even go in for the back door. I guess they just assumed, yeah, nobody's going to try to go in for the back here. Yeah, I don't exactly know. Or like why that NPC is even there. It's really beneficial to us, though. Because, yeah, we used to have to go to... We used to have to go to Forja, which is like this really big fight where we had to side with Ludwin, so we didn't have to fight her, and it was a really big, super RNG fight. And now we're in the garden, which is the penultimate zone, the real ultimate zone. I'm doing my last set of upgrades right here.
Same. I'm gonna be upgrading Sly 2. Did you get level, right? You got level 14?
Yeah, I got
it.
Chat, real quick reminder on that glitch exhibition milestone that we're trying to get met. We only need $49 more to get that met, and we can see some really, really cool glitches in Legend of Zelda Wind Waker HD. So let's get some donations in towards that ASAP.
We're doing a big out of bounds sequence here in Garden to pretty much go straight to the last fight of the area with the mage folk. So after those bolt boosts, I'm going to do a dash here. Am I going to make it? I did not. So I got to do a backup strat where I do a bolt boost on the ground here. I messed it up, unfortunately, so I have to do a quick save, quick load.
Yeah, I'm going ahead and we haven't talked about it yet, but you have to fight these enemies here called Mage Folk, who are by far the tankiest enemies in the entire game. I think, like, easily the tankiest enemies in the game. And I'm going to go ahead and do a glitch here. So normally you kill the Mage Folk, you get their arm, and then you can put them in this lever, this contraption right here, to open this gate. But if you make a quick save, and then quick load this, the quick save, as you're in the open animation, you'll go ahead and basically like open it by default while getting to keep the arm. It's really, really strong if you're able to do that. We have a... Okay, that was really weird. I had a really weird meme happen right here in Garden. Let's see if everything is okay, because this is another part where you can... The game can be very, very funny if it wants to. Okay. I'm hoping I didn't get a status effect on that other mage folk there. So because we got to keep an arm, I went ahead and made it so I only killed one. We only kill one mage folk. We get his arm, and then we run out. And that's going to make it so that we now have two, and we don't basically have to finish the fight here before being able to leave. And I'm going ahead, putting in the two mage folk arms right here, and that's going to go ahead and end Garden. And with that, we're going to have one final chat with Sopadal, who is this god that we were modeled after. And we're going to go ahead and set her free, just because it's faster. And with that, we are basically going to be jettisoned into the final zone, which is the siege. It's basically Dawn Shore, but like weird, because Ludwin and the Steel Garou are attacking the city now, and we need to stop it. So, but we're not really going to stop it, because we're going to go ahead and get the bad ending inside with Ludwin. And we're here now in the siege. And I went ahead and did a bolt boost. I think Eric's going to use the FPS limiter to get past that wall. Yeah,
do dash and then lower my FPS down to 3 to skip this dialogue here. But whatever, no one trusts. And go back to max FPS. Get that dialogue without using a bolt boost. It is like a second faster, but you do need a rivet tuner or something to alter your FPS in order to do it.
I made a kind of a big mistake. Well, not a big mistake. It'll be okay. I used my Sopadal buff here in an inopportune time, but it'll be fine. Ooh, okay, game.
Normally we have to
funny
go
me.
through this city again and relieve it of all the enemies here, but we're actually gonna go straight out of bounds and do a couple bullet boosts to go straight to Ludwin and go reason with her and join her team. Oh, fell.
I barely. Okay, this is like actually very scary for me because I don't have max speed here. I think I'll be okay though. Yep. Made sure I wasn't. All right, and time is going to be coming up in just a moment for me, by the way. I think for both of us very soon.
Yes.
And coming up in just a moment, it's going to be after I skip this last cutscene. And time.
GG's,
That was
man.
really
I'm just
close.
getting in the dialogue.
That was really close. Wow.
That was a great fucking race.
That was a great race. Wow.
Yeah, nice.
That's what we mean,
also
though.
Coming up shortly.
Yeah.
Now. Not bad, man.
Let's go.
That's what we meant, by the way. It could just flip on a dime depending on what your late game RNG is, basically.
I lost a lot of time early game, but then Mike took a death later on, which evened us up. And then, yeah, Garden unfortunately did not go my way. I missed one of my jumps and I lost a couple seconds. But damn, what a great race, man.
That was a great
so
race.
Fun.
Wow.
Yeah, that was
So
really
fun.
great. I love when races are that close. That was so good.
But yeah,
do y'all have any shout outs that you would like to give?
Yeah, so shout out to Eric for going ahead and, because I think you messaged me first, Eric, about doing this race, and I went ahead and said, yeah, that's gonna be awesome, and it was. But also big shout out to everyone in the Avowed community, Otto, just everyone there. Just thank you so much. Just it's a very small community, but we've managed to do so much in the past few months. Just completely transformed this entire game. Basically, it's such a cool run now. If you want to say anything, Eric.
Yeah, thank you again, Mike, for doing this race. It was fun. Like, dude, the amount of times that this game has evolved through these live events we've done is insane. Like, you guys at home are watching Avowed go through its life cycles here, and I'm happy we got to show that off. But yeah, shout outs to Otto, DMR, and the Avowed community. Just making this game as good as it is right now.
Yeah.
Okay, well, absolutely incredible job. Any final words before we send you off?
No, thank you, everyone here at this event for having us again. This game is awesome, casually and speedrun wise. So it was great to show it off again. It's such a fun game to run. But yeah, thank you guys.
Yes,
thank you again.
GG's.
And we'll be right back in just a moment. All right, everyone, thank you for your patience. We are currently getting set up for our next run, The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker HD. And this is Quest for Quet, a mutual aid event helping our friend of the community, Trainer Anade, to train and raise their next service animal, Quetzalcoatl. Taking over for me and joining me here at the host desk is my good friend, Kuritas KRT. Curry, how you doing?
I am doing fantastic tonight. How's it been, Chibi Carrera?
It's been great. These past few runs have been so much fun to be part of. Were you watching Avowed at all?
Avowed. I was catching glimpses of it, but I could tell it was a really exciting race. It was really tight at the end, right?
They were neck and neck pretty much the entire time, even though like at the beginning, one of them got a little bit behind with a trick. But then it just, with the way that the run works, there was just immediately back at being neck and neck, which is wild to me for an RPG.
Yeah, that kind of back and forth action on a race it's really exciting just to be there in a moment, just to witness it live. Who's going to win? One person takes the lead, the other person catches up. I loved watching it from where I was, so glad I could catch that.
I'm glad you could catch it too. I'm glad everyone here could catch it. And speaking of, we are, like I said earlier, getting set up for our next run of The Legend of Zelda: Wind Waker HD. Are you excited for that?
I am really, really excited for this. I've never played Wind Waker, so this will be my first time watching it and playing alongside it with our runner here. So yeah, I'm really, really pumped for it.
Yay, I'm so glad. Well, that is going to be it for me here on the host mic. I am going to leave you in the more than capable hands of Curry. And Curry, I hope that you have a great night and then you have a fun time with Legend of Zelda. And chat, I hope you also have a wonderful night. And remember to get those donations in so you can get that glitch exhibition at the end of Wake Waker. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Wind Waker. Yep.
Wind Waker. That is my cue. Good night, everybody.
Everyone, good night to Rara. Thank you, Rara, so much. Have a lovely evening. Alrighty, folks. Hello again. As Rara gracefully introduced me, my name is Kuritas or Kuritas, but you can call me Curry for short. And I will be your host tonight. And, well, it's late at night for some of us. Maybe it's early morning, afternoon, or evening for some of you. But over here where a lot of us are, it is the evening. And that means you're watching 26.6 WQZC The Quest, the only late-night radio show in the world to play the latest and greatest speedruns of today. The star of our show tonight, it's Quetzalcoatl, also known as Quet, who is a 10-week-old golden retriever in training to become a service dog. So this is Trainer Anade's service dog in training. We're hoping to raise funds in support of Anade, and raising the funds needed to really raise Quet to become a great service dog. So I hope you'll join me in supporting the runner tonight and supporting the stream and throwing in a few dollars if you feel so inclined. To help things along, we have a glitch exhibition coming up here. For this run, actually, of The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker HD. We only need $49 more to raise by the end of this run so that we can see a glitch exhibition. If you want to see that glitch exhibition, be sure to donate in the chat using !donates or headed to, which will send you to our donation page. And to our lovely viewers, we're accepting donations. And your comment can be featured on air in our live show by donating any amount of your choosing at tracker.ket.quest/donate. Or you can type donate in the donate in the chat like I just did. So, I think you know what needs to be done. I'm excited to see all this. I'm sure you are too. I'm sure that's why some of you are staying up late at night catching this late night talk show. Variety show. Gaming show. What is this show really? This is a very unique show that you're in tune for, and I'm really excited because, like I said, I've never seen Wind Waker before. So I'm going to pretty much be reacting to it live. Especially to that glitch exhibition. I really want to see that. I don't know what any of the glitches are. I can imagine what they are, but I'm not really sure. So, with that being said, we are going to get set up for a run here. Give us a few minutes, and you can take those few minutes to grab a drink, grab some snacks, maybe lay down in bed, but don't try to fall asleep because we've got, what is this? I have to look at the schedule here. What have we got here? An hour estimate for this speed run of The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker? Yeah, so don't fall asleep yet. We've got a lot of this coming, and more to come tomorrow too as well. We are nearing the end of day 1 of the quest for Quet. If you've enjoyed this day just like I've been watching the stream all day. Pop in the chat with some of your favorite moments because I've been watching since the opening, since this very morning, at least from behind the scenes, and I absolutely cannot wait to see what's in store tomorrow. Just to give you a little bit of a teaser of that, we've got Yohane the Parhelion, Blaze in the Deep Blue opening up at tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern Time for day 2 of Quest for Quet, followed by Katamari Damacy Reroll, and to give you some others, we've got Satisfactory, Lego Star Wars, Super Mario Galaxy 2. It's a stacked lineup, folks. I'm sure you'll want to see those runs as much as I do. So if all these runs excite you tonight, there will be more in store for you tomorrow. So that gives you more opportunities to donate, more opportunities to see some cool tricks in these speedruns, more opportunities to put your donations towards any cool incentives for those speedruns, of which we have a list going. I don't want to spoil it just yet. Those are secrets for tomorrow. You'll have to tune in tomorrow to see what those are. But I can tell you, those incentives you will definitely want to see. We've got glitch exhibitions. We've got bid wars for languages and characters. We've got upgrades to the runs. Chat, you've got to be there to be there or be square. I'm sure you want to see them as much as we all do here. So I'm trying to strike. If you can't tell, I'm trying to strike a balance between screaming my lungs out at how excited I am versus keeping a calm, almost demure-like voice for this late night talk show. So you'll have to fill in the blanks there and tell me how hyped you are. Let's see. On the schedule for tomorrow, I think one of my favorites is Satisfactory. It's a game I've only started playing, but it's something I'm really, really looking forward to. Just seeing the whole game ran from start to finish. I even touched like the mid game of that, so it's something that I might spoil myself on, but something I do want to see like an actual speedrunning professional complete from start to finish. We've also got a let me look here actually. Where do I even go with this? There's just so many things I want to touch on here. Yeah, in fact, let me give you a sneak preview of what we've got for tomorrow actually. I mentioned that Katamari Damacy reroll run. It's not open yet, but we've got a bid war. Actually, it might be open right now. I don't know. Do some of you want to go to the donations page and check for me? That might be interesting to see. I believe that character bid war for Katamari Damacy reroll is open right now. You get to choose which character our runner will be our runner will be playing here. Choose which cousin Ness gets to play in Katamari Damacy reroll. Each character is purely cosmetic, so it won't provide any benefits to the runner anyway, but they're pretty funny looking, so just a reminder that every donation you put in can be put towards that bid war. You do have to select that incentive when you go to the drop down. So be sure to, when you donate on that donation page, you look for that incentive tab, you click the drop down, and you select which character you want. And there you go. So if you choose to donate now, for example, not only can you put in your donation for a character bid war at this very moment, it will also automatically go towards that Wind Waker glitch exhibition, which, as I said before, we need only $49 more by the end of this run. So right before our runner calls time on that, we need to meet $49 more. Do you think we could do it? I think we can, but it's up to you to determine that fate. I want to see those donations in chat. I want to see all of your call-ins, all of your messages. I want to be able to read them live on stream for y'all. So please send them in. We're all looking forward to it. That and, all of the other runs. Let me look on the schedule real quick to see if there's anything else worth mentioning. I don't know. If you go to the donation, or excuse me, not the donation page, the schedule page, of which the command is lost on me. Perhaps someone can remind me of that. You can see the whole lineup for tomorrow. Instead of me just rambling on and on about it, like I've been doing for the past few minutes now. But like I said, it's a stacked lineup. You really do have to be here to see it live. Just to absorb the energies of chat, to absorb the vibes of the run, and to, possibly, maybe, get to see Quet. Quet, the golden retriever in the flesh. A 10-week-old golden retriever. I mean, it's just a puppy. I'm not sure if this is open yet, but we might get to see Quet tomorrow if we raise enough funds for it. So I think that'll be up to the generosity of viewers like you tomorrow. But it is something we're all of us are very much looking forward to. And if you're interested in seeing Quet's progress beyond the scope of this marathon, you can head on over to Trainer Anade's Discord server, which I believe they might need to send an invite to. So if you're interested, stick around for tomorrow. There might be instructions on how to catch live updates from Quet after this marathon is over. So if you've been invested monetarily, you can also have that pay off in terms of cute puppy pictures after this is over. But again, you'll have to tune in tomorrow to see how to get access to that. All right, I see an exclamation point schedule in the chat. So it is the command is exactly what I thought it was. Okay, thank you for posting that. You can click on that link in the chat and you can see our absolutely amazing stack the lineup for tomorrow. And I will let you simmer over that because I've been talking nonstop for the past few minutes now. So take a break, everyone. Step back, take a break, get some stacks, get some water, lay down in bed. Don't fall asleep, but lay down. Take a load off, and we'll be right back shortly with some Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. I'll see you soon.